Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another episode in the Tafseer series. Lesson 11. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعاديات ضبحا فالموريات قدحا فالمغيرات صبحا فأثرن به نقعا فوسطن به جمعا إن الإنسان لربه لكنود وإنه على ذلك لشهيد وإنه لحب الخير لشديد أفلا يعلم إذا بعثر ما في القبور وحصل ما في الصدور إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير. صدق الله العظيم. So we continue in the next surah, that is alAadiyaat. It's about the horses in one opinion, or the camels. Horses going into battle and how they're just resolute and they know exactly where they're going and they go straight without fear. How marvelous that they just go directly in Allah's cause. Or is referring to, as Ali radiallahu anhu is of the opinion, camels who are carrying the pilgrims and they're going to Muzdalifah from Arafah. وَالْعَادِيَاتِ ضَبْحًا. I swear. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes a qasam, He takes a swear, He takes an oath by the horses that run snorting, panting. So that's the sound they make. So this is a description of horses going into battle. فَالْمُورِيَاتِ قَدْحًا. Then those that create sparks by striking their hoofs on the stones. So these camels or horse that when they run, it's a description of that as they're going, and the sound they make, the visual description of what they do. فَالْمُغِيرَاتِ صُبْحًا. Then those that invade at morning. So morning is the time, night is for rest, day again, straight battle, fight. They go into battle, into the raid. فَأَثَرْنَ بِهِ نَقْعًا. Then raise at the same time a trail of dust. So this is what they leave behind as they're going forward and charging, that they're leaving a trail of dust behind. فَوَسَطْنَ بِهِ جَمْعًا. Then enter at the same time into the center of the opposing host. So Jam'a is also referring to Muzdalifah, that they're going into this camp of Muslims everywhere and they're going into that with pilgrims, camels or horses in battle. They're just going right into the center, into the army, head straight into the opposing army. So Allah takes a qasam and He's talking about horses, He's talking about camels, the most prized possessions of the Arabs. And as this is a Makki surah, the first 13 years of the Prophet's life, of prophethood, horses are the most crucial thing, most beloved thing. So this is capturing their attention. This was Quran, that first 13 years also revealed and side by side with non-Muslims living, because this is in Makkah. Makkah wasn't it's not an Islamic capital yet. It was a city of ruled by the non-Muslims, the Quraysh and the Mushrikeen. So this was a talk about horses, capturing the attention. Horses is the most prized thing for the Arabs. Sign of wealth, camels and horses, and such that the Quran had to be talking about matters and themes that would get the attention of the people, disbelievers and believers, capture the attention, bring their attention to the Quran, something that it was something not from any man, no man created it. It's the speech of Allah that had to be better than the poetry that was already out there amongst the Arabs. They were highly masters, highly literate of Arab writings, of poetry, of proses, of literature. They were very mastery of the language they had. So the Quran had to come, that had to surpass all of that. And that was that miracle that did surpass all of that. So here it's talking about horses, talking about going into battle. A description, something familiar as battles as well, was something that was something off the norm for these tribes who would often war with each other. And then, beloved thing, a horse to a Muslim, to the Arabs, as it comes in the hadith. One Sahabi, he was asking the Prophet ﷺ, "Afil Jannah khayl? Afil Jannah khayl?" He was most concerned. Even though the Prophet ﷺ was describing Jannah and this marvelous, how the wonderful delights of Jannah there was, all he wanted to know was, is there a horse? Is there a horse in Jannah? Because that is the thing that was his, as he says, the eye of the beloved. His horses was the thing. He wanted horses to be in Jannah, just like in today's world it would be a luxury car, a luxury item or device, that connects to the internet. So for him it was about horses, and the Prophet affirmed that yes, to this Bedouin who lives far away from his dwellings is far away from the city life, and he was far out there with his horse, with the environment and his tent, or however he is living. The Prophet affirmed, yes, there's horses in Jannah, but they're made of rubies and they have wings and they can fly, can take you anywhere. So, subhanAllah, may Allah make us from those who are of those such rewards. Ameen. So, horses mentioned, and then it comes to Inna al-insana li rabbihi lakanud. Man is indeed very ungrateful to his Lord. And that certainly for non-Muslims, they do not even recognize their Creator. But what about us Muslims who recognize our Creator, but yet still we are ungrateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We do not give thanks that He deserves. Of course, we can never thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all that blessings, all that ni'mat, all that bounties that come to us every single second, every microsecond. How we live, we just live at the by Allah's permission. Every single breath we take, heart beating, and it's all by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we are very ungrateful. We do not thank Him enough, but we do things that occupy our minds away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are preoccupied by so many things in this dunya. We are occupied by the dunya that we do not, we have more of the dunya love in our hearts than love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah make that turn around. So the Prophet would make a dua, Ya muqallib al-qulub, O returner of hearts, qallib, Ya muqallib al-qulub, Ya musarrif al-qulub, sarrif qulubana ala ta'atik, fi ala dinik, that Allah turn our hearts to your obedience, to your deen. So it's all about the heart, as it comes in the next few verses. So then the next ayah that comes, so we are indeed very ungrateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu has given us, alhamdulillah, this intellect. We rule supreme over the plant kingdom, animal kingdom. We can do wonders with this brain of ours. I'm on the chapter of the brain in The Body, which is a book by Bill Bryson. And he says the most marvelous thing in this universe is inside your head. So here we are, we're trying to go to the final frontier in space stations, go on to Mars, make a colony somewhere else. We're trying to break that kind of science. But the most marvelous thing we'll ever find, well, the most extraordinary thing we'll ever find is inside our head, and that is that miraculous, the brain. He described it as, it's marvelous. Yes, okay, in space, if you go and find something, it could be marvelous, but it was definitely not going to be complex and highly functioning. Nothing is going to be like the brain. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created that. So He has given us intellect, and with that we rule supreme over the world. Everything is subservient to us. Allah has made everything to us that we can use it for our benefit, how we want to utilize it. Subhanallah. So we should be grateful to Allah. Know that if we thank Allah, Allah increases in us. وَإِنَّهُ عَلَى ذَلِكَ لَشَهِيدٌ. He Himself is a witness to that fact, that on the day of judgment, we're going to be witnesses against ourselves. We're going to be witness that we were ungrateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. إِنَّ السَّمْعَ وَالْبَصَرَ وَالْفُؤَادَ كُلُّ أُولَٰئِكَ عَنْهُ مَسْئُولًا. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has indeed the seeing, the sight, the hearing, and the heart, all will be questioned on that day. Our mouths will be shut, we do not speak, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to address our eyes. What did you see? And they will respond. Ears, what did they hear? They will respond. Heart, what did you harbor from evil? Jealousy, hatred to others, envy, all these evil traits. May Allah protect us from such a heart. As we know that the heart that is clean, that is the person, that is the Jannati, the one who is deserving of paradise, who deserves paradise. As Abdullah bin Umar radiallahu anhuma, he spent the night with for 3 nights he was with this man who the Prophet had described as a Jannati, that he is from the people of paradise. When he saw, what did he do? No extra ibadat over his salah, no extra prayers, no extra fasting. There was nothing special that he did. Nothing that was different that he did, and he didn't take out anything extra. But what was the thing when he found out in the end? It was that every night he would clean his heart and have no hatred and nothing of anything towards his fellow human being, just love for everybody else and du'as for everybody else. So that was such a thing, that a clean, pure heart that we need to focus on, and is the thing that deserves paradise. وَإِنَّهُ لِحُبِّ الْخَيْرِ لَشَدِيدٌ. But instead, people, they love money. So it says, in his love for wealth, he's very intense, he's violent in his love for wealth. how many lives, over inheritance, over money. Money makes the world go round is the kind of belief that we need money to do things. How people after money, they don't care about family, they don't care about anything, and they don't care about life. So, and in his love for wealth, he's very intense. وَإِنَّهُ لِحُبِّ الْخَيْرِ لَشَدِيدٌ. That's the person has heart, love for money in his heart. That's the thing. Instead of Allah, he has that. أَفَلَا يَعْلَمُ إِذَا بُعْثِرَ مَا فِي الْقُبُورِ. Does he not know that what will happen when all that is contained in the graves will be overturned? So does he not know that? Now it's talking about resurrection. Remember, this is a Makki surah, so the beliefs, Makki surahs are mainly, ayahs were all to do about beliefs and not about laws. Laws will become revealed when it comes to Medina. But in this first part, it's about correcting the beliefs of the people. So they didn't believe life after death. Here we are. It's got proof that there's life after death. Allah, as He causes to die, He causes to be raised again, and Allah SWT can do that. And all that is exposed, and all that is contained in the hearts will be exposed. وَحُصِّلَ مَا فِي الصُّدُورِ. So this heart, you do a sin, is a black dot. You repent, you seek forgiveness, it goes away, it comes in the hadith. You do a sin, and do not repent, but carry on sinning, it covers your whole heart. And then how is guidance going to come into this heart, which is then blackened and hardened and dead in reality? So all that is contained in the hearts will be exposed. So Allah SWT has knower of hearts, as comes in the next ayah, but He's going to expose everything that's in the heart. So let's be aware of what is in the heart. Ya muqallib al-qulub sarif qulubi ala ta'atik. That Allah make our hearts, or overturn our hearts, make our hearts firm in your thabbit qalbi ala dinik. That make His hearts firm in your deen, in this deen of Islam, in this way that you have chosen to be the true religion, Islam. Ya muqallib al-qulub thabbit qalbi ala dinik. Or if you do a plural, Ya muqallib al-qulub thabbit qalbana ala dinik. To make a dua that encompasses other people, you make a dua for all of us. That is much better than just making it for yourself. You make it for other people as well. That's such a nice thing that you have love for others, and you want goodness for others as well. So, Ya muqallib al-qulub, O overturner of hearts, thabbit qalbana, make firm our heart, ala dinik, upon your deen, on this religion of Islam. As the Prophet ﷺ has narrated in a hadith. And all that is contained in the hearts will be exposed. وَحُصِّلَ مَا فِي الصُّدُورِ إِنَّ رَبَّهُمْ بِهِمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ لَخَبِيرٌ. Surely your Lord that day is fully aware of them. So Allah SWT knows exactly what's in our heart. He knows everything about us. There's nothing's going to get past Allah SWT. So, and we still, we are ungrateful to Allah. We love the wealth more. We love that kind of stuff more than Allah SWT. We love the dunya more. So here in the surah also, it begins with horses, begins about how they're just resolute and they know their purpose. Our purpose in life is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. So let's be of such people who do so. And as it's referring to in the cause of Allah, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has talked about such a description, that He's causing our attentions to come to it, or this in Allah's path they're going, these horses or these camels. So similarly, man kharaja fi talab al-ilm fahuwa fi sabilillah hatta yarja. As it comes in the hadith, that the person who goes to seek knowledge is like he's in the path of Allah. He's in the path of Allah until he returns home. So let's seek knowledge. Let's be in this path of Allah as well. It's a way we can be today, in that path of Allah. And as long as we're in that path seeking knowledge, Allah makes things easy for that person, and Allah increases him in ranks, and knowledge increases a person in many benefits. So let's learn, and this is from the Tafseer of Surah alAadiyaat. Wa sallallahu Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam.